Welcome back to the channel, NBA family. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because this story is bigger than most people realize. Why do so many LeBron supporters seem frustrated with Austin Reaves? Listen to this, because Reaves has come to symbolize the moment many people realized LeBron's era with the Lakers was nearing its end. He became the turning point. Remember the season when LeBron was sidelined after getting hurt, missing training camp, the preseason, and roughly the first 11 or 12 games. Everyone already knew Austin Reaves could play. What nobody expected was that without LeBron on the floor, Reaves would elevate into an all-star level performer, even exploding for a 50-point game during the regular season. Hold up, because that's when the entire conversation started to shift as the season continued. Reaves also built strong chemistry with Luka Doncic. By the time the offseason arrived, the biggest debate was whether the Lakers should build around LeBron or fully commit to Reaves. Plenty of analysts, including Kendrick Perkins, argued the franchise should continue prioritizing LeBron. But then reports surfaced that Luka had made his position crystal clear to the Lakers front office. Austin Reaves was not going anywhere. Man, that completely changed the narrative. Reaves secured his contract, and almost immediately the reports about LeBron's uncertain future started gaining momentum. That sequence of events made many believe the LeBron camp finally realized his chapter in Los Angeles was reaching its conclusion. Rumors had already been circulating that LeBron wasn't thrilled about slipping behind an undrafted player in the team's pecking order. LeBron even hinted at those frustrations multiple times throughout the previous season, especially during the press conference where he famously said he had never been the third option in his entire career. Girl, if you watched closely, you could tell he wasn't exactly embracing that new reality. Then the Lakers made their off-season moves, and suddenly the discussion took a completely different turn. Out of nowhere, people began focusing on the race of the players instead of the basketball itself. Stephen A. Smith publicly pointed out that the core featured 3 white players. That comment quickly snowballed into a massive debate across the NBA world. Many fans wanted LeBron to remain with the Lakers for another season, but others believed that would only delay the team's future. You won't believe this, but plenty of people felt the Lakers weren't going to contend if nothing changed. We all watched that situation unfold. Then yesterday I came across a social media post that honestly had me laughing so hard I almost fell out of my chair. It was that hilarious, and I instantly knew it was going to drive LeBron fans absolutely crazy. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Seriously, take a good look at this post shared by Basketball Forever. I wanted to bring it up because the image says a lot before you even hit play. In the thumbnail, you can see Austin Reaves standing beside Luka Doncic, both wearing what appear to be sweaters. That's the image everyone was reacting to. Attached to the post is a video clip. The interview is conducted by ESPN's Dave McMenamin. Listen to this, because what was said next adds even more fuel to the conversation.
I mean, he's one of my best friends, on this planet. Talk to him almost every single day. He sends me videos of his golf swing and asks me what he could do to get better. And I tell him I'm not a coach, but just the people that are in this organization, how they run it, and the coaching staff was a big reason. I feel like we kind of see eye to eye on a lot of things, and their competitive nature is one of the biggest reasons.
I just feel like we naturally connect on so many levels. And one of the biggest reasons is that we both share that same relentless competitive mindset. Now hold up, because this is where things get interesting. He's one of my closest friends. We talk literally every day, and he'll send me clips of his golf swing, asking what he needs to improve. While I keep reminding him I'm not a coach. But that takes me back to something I've been saying for a long time. When LeBron was away from the Lakers last season, the entire atmosphere around the team felt completely different. Listen to this. The energy was lighter, the chemistry looked real, and people were even giving that group fun nicknames because everyone seemed to genuinely enjoy playing together. It was Luka, Austin, Reaves, and the rest of the squad feeding off each other. And apart from that rough loss to Oklahoma City, the Lakers honestly looked like a team headed in the right direction. But let's be real, everyone knew that moment wouldn't last forever because eventually LeBron was coming back. And with his return came the non-stop media circus, the endless fan debates, and suddenly everything became one giant distraction. Instead of talking about basketball, it turned into finger-pointing, excuses, and constant drama every single night. Personally, I believe once Luka experienced what that locker room felt like without LeBron, he realized he wasn't interested in going through another full season of that environment. He simply wasn't. But Luka handled the situation professionally instead of confronting. LeBron, the way Kobe once challenged Shaq. Nope. Luka basically said, "All right, let's finish the season and handle everything the right way afterward." Then, once the year ended, they posted respectful thank you messages, exactly like Luka and Austin Reaves both did. Man, that didn't sit well with LeBron's supporters at all. They immediately claimed those messages carried hidden sarcasm and subtle shots. Then it became, "Pack your bags, we'll catch you on the other side." And you won't believe this, that's pretty much how everything unfolded. A lot of LeBron fans were absolutely furious watching it happen. Girl, this felt like the final message. The Lakers were reportedly ready to hand Austin Reaves a massive $185 million commitment, while LeBron looked like he wasn't even getting meaningful consideration. Seriously, it almost felt like they valued Rob Pelinka's old sneakers more than giving LeBron another serious offer. Reaves was even willing to leave money on the table. Yet LeBron wasn't reportedly in the conversation for anything close to what fans expected. Can you imagine how symbolic that looked? I understand Reaves' contract situation didn't directly impact the salary cap, but the message felt crystal clear the organization had emotionally moved into a new era. And from that perspective, LeBron suddenly looked like a superstar searching for his next destination instead of being the centerpiece in Los Angeles. Now he's out there trying to build another contender through new superstar partnerships. So here's my opinion on the entire situation. I actually think it's fascinating to watch. LeBron fans are probably going to hate hearing that. But when people celebrate LeBron spending forever doing elaborate handshakes and showing love with teammates, everybody calls it leadership and chemistry. I love that stuff too, no question about it. I really do. But the second Austin Reaves builds a close friendship with Luka Doncic, suddenly people act like it's some huge controversy. Come on, enough with that. And while we're here, let's address another conversation that's getting completely out of and because too many people are forcing a narrative that doesn't belong. They keep trying to turn this into a race issue by saying the white players naturally stick together. Bro, what are we even talking about? Most people naturally become closer to people they relate to and spend the most time around. That's normal human behavior. Generally speaking, white players often build friendships with white players. Generally speaking, black players often build friendships with black players. That doesn't mean people don't have friends from every background, because obviously they do. It's simply how relationships often develop over time. Why do you think Luka and Nikola Jokic have such a strong bond? They're from the same part of the world and naturally share similar backgrounds and experiences. The same thing would happen if Americans were living as a minority somewhere else. They'd probably connect too. This isn't some hidden conspiracy. I know certain people desperately want to frame it that way, but let's be honest for a second. Let's stop reaching. Ironically, the loudest voices pushing this narrative seem to be LeBron fans themselves. They're trying to make it racial, even though many of those same people relentlessly criticized Russell Westbrook throughout his Lakers tenure. They suddenly claim they're defending people now, yet they weren't exactly protecting Westbrook when he became the target. It got so bad that Westbrook eventually made it clear he had no desire to be back in that same situation if LeBron was still there. But that's a conversation for another day. And what about Kyrie Irving? What about the way LeBron's relationship with Kyrie ended, and all the criticism surrounding that situation? Those are questions people rarely seem willing to answer.